to look at what is the reason for modeled or MODI um, exported projects, the final results of a project. What make a bad mix, and why is that sometimes that is you can't really hear the various instruments, and you can't really hear any cleanness in the mix. That's what we're going to look at. It's I have here two instruments, AFPs, and one is with a hi-hat and one is with bass drum, and these are factories, so you can try that yourself. If you play it, it goes like this. I think a little bit too much sound on here. Just put it a little bit down here. So you also need to be able to hear me, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so that was what we got immediately. But if you now pull in a spectrum analyzer, and in several videos I have recommended span, and there's also span that I'm going to use now. You see here, oops, we don't need to go that high, just so we can see the frequencies there. And now if I play the same thing again, this is bad. This is bad. Up here we clearly have clipping. So even though that those two percussion instruments sounded quite okay, we can see that it won't go well if we put them into the mix, because they're going to create problems for other frequencies when they're clipping like that. And what we are going to see is that those instruments is actually utilizing frequencies that they do not need, and that's what we're going to look at. First I'm going to bring in the bass drum, and well, we also need to be able to see the spectrum. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do here is that I'm going to add an equalizer, and I'm going to take the simplest one we have, the 10-band equalizer, just like that. And it's actually this here that we're going to need to be able to see. So we just put that in here, and that was the bass drum. So let's see what we have here. If I play again, I'm also going to only listen to the bass drum. So I'm gonna solo the bass drum in Song Editor like this, right? Just solo the bass drum and have no. You could also have done like that. So like that, tips. But we're gonna do like that. So now I only hear the bass drum when I play. Listen. Good. There's actually quite a lot going on up here, and the question is, do I need that? The answer is no, I don't. Listen to what happens to the bass drum when I take away the highest frequencies, the 16K frequencies. Really nothing. What the next? No. Doesn't mean anything to the output. I'm using my ears. I'm listening to how the expression I want of this bass drum is that what I have right now. Oh, so here it takes away some part of the bass drum. Right? how it comes to be more crisp the higher I go here at the 4000 Hertz band. Maybe I want to be like that. Then we have to look at the low frequencies. This here is the lowest frequency we have, 31 Hertz. Only sub bass that you really don't hear, it's not audible, but you feel it. Only in that kind of instrument you need this very low frequency, so we can take that out too. Next. I don't think it's too much to take that out also, but now I'm pretty sure. Yeah. See? Now we get an area where we have to decide what is the expression of this really gonna be, like that, or perhaps like that, but that's depending on the project. What expression do I want to have from this bass drum? I think that's pretty fire. Okay, and we can do the same with these, of course. Always look, am I clipping? No, I'm not. So fine. Let's just be hardcore here. Careful. That's pretty fine. I think I like that. Good. That is the bass drum. We have EQ'd the bass drum so that it does not clip, and we have the right expression of it. And we bring in the open hat. Again, we do the same thing. Whoops! I have to take it up a little bit. Here, add effect, and we're going to take the 10-band equalizer. And okay it. It's outside the view, but it doesn't matter. Bring that in. Here, so. And then I play the hi-hat alone. It clips like it's paid for. So we cannot have that, of course. But we know for sure that we don't gonna need these frequencies. This is not a sub bass. And we know that it's quite loud, isn't it? Like that. Also out. You can see here, see how much room we are making for our bass drum here now. See? More room, more room. More room even. And I still can't hear. How crisp do I want it? This is again expression. What do I want? Okay, I keep it there. Very crisp. This guy. Actually, that was what was clipping. These frequencies here is clipping. Perhaps these are too. Very much so, but also it changed the expression. So we need to find a balance here where we have expression we like and clipping we don't. Okay, that's pretty okay. Let's try them both together. And now we don't have clipping, and we have a what is a mix, okay, and we have nice room for both instruments, and we don't get it muddled anymore. Let's stop it. So your equalizer is your best friend when it comes to avoid muddle or muddy mixes and frequency fighting inside a project. Of course, you have to do this with everything. Every part of your project needs to be EQ'd. So I'm sure that you do not have frequency in the instrument that you do not need. That's the really important part. And there can also be situations where you have to take out some frequencies of one instrument. Yeah, and you really didn't want to, but you have to because it's clipping together with the other instruments. Then you have to find a compromise. You cannot avoid that situation. It'll appear. And the other plugins that you can use are, of course, compressors or limiters, but EQing, I like that a lot because it is not so say it's not that factory. It's not something that has been decided by other than you. Okay, that's what makes EQing better than dropping a compressor into it, because a compressor has some kind of expression that you cannot what do you say, you cannot get around it. That's just how it is. But EQing, that's pretty good. So muffled mixes, muddy mixes, frequency fighting, use EQs to get out of that problem. And with that, I just think I will say thank you for listening or watching, and bye bye.